Next will be solving exponential inequalities and logarithmic inequalities. Okay? Let's start with exponential inequalities. Okay. So solving exponential inequalities. So same thing with in the concept, how do we solve exponential equation? First, you need to come up with a common base. So 2 and 32. Okay, rewrite 32. The given base must be 2. Okay, because our main goal, they have common base. So we need to write 32 into an exponential expression. So how do we rewrite 32 as an exponential expression? Can you please convert 32 or change 32 into an exponential expression? So what would be?
2 to the power of 5.
Okay, so that will become 2 raised to x plus 1 greater than 2 raised to 5. Okay? Now what's next? So if you have noticed, they have common base, right? So if they have common base, you can now equate their exponent. So that will become x plus 1 greater than 5. So x greater than 5 minus 1. So therefore, x must be greater than 4. Okay? X must be greater than 4. Okay? X must be greater than 4. Or you can write it as 4 to positive infinity. Okay? Any of the two. X greater than 4 or 4 to positive infinity. Okay? Any of the two are correct. Another example. So that is solving exponential inequalities. Okay? Let's say the given is 4 raised to 3 x plus 2 less than or equal to 64. Okay? 4 raised to 3x plus 2 less than or equal to 64. So how do we solve it? So same thing. You write 64 and 4 with a common base. Ano yung common nila? What's common?
4 to the power of 8.
4 with the power of?
3 po.
3. So you have 4 raised to 3x plus 2 less than or equal to 4 raised to 3. Okay? So same na. So if they have same, you can now equate the exponent. So you do have 3x plus 2 less than or equal to 3. Okay? And then you solve. So we have 3x less than or equal to 3 minus 2. So you have 3x less than or equal to 1. So divide both sides by 3. So x is less than or equal to 1/3. Okay? So how do we answer that in interval notation? So that will become negative infinity to 1/3. Parenthesis bracket. Parenthesis bracket. Parenthesis, okay, bracket. Why is it bracket?
Because it includes
Doesn't
1/3.
equal to po.
Okay, because of the equal to. Okay, so it should be bracket. So that will be negative infinity to 1/3 bracket. Okay? So that's how we solve exponential inequality. So same thing with solving exponential equation. Okay? Let's proceed now to logarithmic inequalities. In solving logarithmic inequalities, you need to take note of the two conditions. Okay? First condition, if b is less than 1 and greater than 0, b is greater than 0 but less than 1, then x sub 1 is less than x sub 2, therefore log x sub 1 with a base b is greater than log x sub 2 with a base b. Okay? I will explain that further. Next, second condition. If b pertaining to the base is greater than 1, then x sub 1 less than x sub 2 will be log x sub 1 with the base b is less than log x sub 2 with the base b. Okay? So try to remember this conditions. Okay? Try to remember the two conditions in solving logarithmic inequalities. Okay? Okay, let's proceed now. Example number 1. The given is log 2x minus 1 with the base 3 greater than log x plus 2 with the base 3. Okay? So they have the same base. So no problem with that one. First, what is your given base? Identify the given base. What's the given base?
3.
Okay, so the base is 3. Okay? So the base is greater than 1. Okay? 3 is greater than 1. So we need to follow the second condition. Okay? Since the given base is greater than 1, so we need to follow the second condition. Okay? So we have log 2x minus 1 with the base 3 is greater than log x plus 2 with the base 3. Okay? So how do we apply the second condition? If we're using the second condition, which is b is greater than 1, the inequality symbol as is yun. Okay? Kapag less than 1, you need to switch the inequality or reverse the inequality. Yun yung first condition. Okay? But since the given base is greater than 1, so as is yung inequality. So that's the difference of the first condition and the second condition. Okay? So let's proceed now. First, you need to determine your boundaries. Okay? Boundaries. Okay, boundaries. By equating 2x minus 1 to greater than 0. So you do have 2x minus 1 greater than 0, and then x plus 2 greater than 0. So these are your boundaries, your x variable. Okay? So the first boundary is x is greater than 1/2. So that's the first boundary. Next, x is greater than -2. Okay? Again, first procedure, identify your base. If it's less than or greater than, okay, to determine what condition. Okay? Next, identify your boundaries. So we have 2x minus 1 greater than 0, laging greater than 0, and then x plus 2 greater than 0. Okay? So these are your boundaries. X is greater than 1/2, and then x is greater than -2. Next, after that, so since they have the same base, you can now solve it. Okay? So after we identify the boundaries, so since you do have the same base, which is 3, you can now solve it. Okay? X minus 1 greater than x plus 2. Okay? So if they have the same base, that will become m is greater than n. So this is your m, this is your n. If they have the same base. Okay? So you do have 2x minus x greater than 2 plus 1. So you do have x is equal to 3. X is greater than 3. Okay? X is greater than 3. Now the question is, Miss, how do we determine the solution set? How do we determine the solution set? So you need to draw a number line. Okay? Number line. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3. Okay? Now next. So we need the boundaries and then your answer. Okay? So we need this 3. First, plot x greater than 1/2. Plot x greater than 1/2. Where is it? X greater than 1/2. Where is it located? 1/2 is between what? 1/2 is between
1 and 2.
1/2, 1/2.
0 and 1.
Okay, 0 and 1. Is it open circle or shaded circle? Open or shaded? Sorry?
Open.
Open.
Open circle.
Why is it open?
Because it's only greater than
Okay.
1/2, not equal to 1/2.
Okay. So open circle, what direction? Left or right? Going to the left or going to the right? This is your 1/2. Okay? Is it going to the left or going to the right? The given is x greater than 1/2. Is it going to the left? Oh, sorry?
To the right.
Okay, to the right. Okay. Okay. Next, -2. Open shaded circle.
Open.
Okay, open. Going to the right, going to the left.
To the right po.
Okay, to the right.
Right po.
Next, x greater than 3. So here, open circle, greater than 3. Okay? So why do we need to plot that using the number 9? Okay? So your solution set will be their common points. So saan nag-intersect yung 3 answers that we have? Yung boundaries and then your final answer. What particular point they do intersect?
3 po.
Okay, 3. This one, right? Okay, here. So the answer must be what? The answer must be what? The answer must be? Okay, 3 going to positive infinity. So 3 going to the positive infinity. So yan. Okay? So that's how we solve logarithmic inequalities. Another example. Okay. Log x minus 3 with a base 1/2 greater than log 2x minus 5 with a base 1/2. Okay? First, identify the base. What's the base? What's a given base?
1/2 po.
Okay, 1/2. Is it less than 1 or greater than 1?
Less than 1.
Okay. So if the base is less than 1, okay, if the base is less than 1 but greater than 0, so if the base is greater than 0 but less than 1, so 1/2 is less than 1, obviously, okay? So we need to use the first condition. So what will be your first condition? So your first condition is, you need to switch or reverse the inequality symbol. So that will become log x minus 3 with a base 1/2. So instead of using greater than, we're gonna use what? We're gonna use what?
Less than.
Okay, less than. Less than log 2x minus 5 with a base 1/2. Okay? So that's the first condition. Okay, that's the first condition. You need to reverse the symbol. Okay? If your base is less than 1/2. Next. So after we reverse the symbol, get the boundaries. Okay? So the boundaries is, as always, greater than 0. Lagi yun, greater than 0. So we have x minus 3 greater than 0. And then 2x minus 5 greater than 0. Regardless kung ano yung given. So laging greater than 0. So we have x is greater than 3. And then we have x is greater than 5/2. Okay? 3 and then 5/2. Now, what's next? So since they have same base, you can now perform. So we have x minus 3 less than 2x minus 5. So you do have x minus 3. Simplify na. So x minus 2x less than negative 5 plus 3. Okay? So we have x minus 2x less than negative 5 plus 3. So you do have negative x less than negative 2. Okay? Then what's next? What's next? What's next? There's a negative. So how do we eliminate negative? How do we eliminate negative? Para tanggalin si negative. How do we eliminate negative?
Multiply both sides.
Okay, if you are multiplying negative numbers, or if you're dividing negative numbers, you need to reverse the symbol. So if you're dividing or multiplying negative numbers, so from less than, it will become now greater than. So we have x is greater than 2. Okay? X is greater than 2. If you are multiplying or dividing negative numbers to both sides, you need to reverse the symbol. Okay? So that will become x is greater than 2. Now, so since we already have 3 answers, okay, your boundaries and your final answer, you can now identify the solution set. Okay, using the number line. So using the number line. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Okay? And then you plot it. X is greater than 3. So x is greater than 3. So this will be open circle going to 3. Okay? Next, x is less than 5 halves. X is less than 5 halves. So that will be 5 halves. That is between 2 and 3. Okay, nandito si 5 halves. So we have open circle going to the left. Okay, going to the left. Now next, x is greater than 2. So here, greater than 2. Okay, greater than 2. So what have you noticed? What have you noticed? Meron ba na nag-intersect yung tatlong answers?
Parang wala.
Okay. So wala, di ba? So if that is the case, no solution at all. Wala eh. Wala nag-intersect dun sa tatlo. So more or less, no solution at all. So the answer is empty set. Okay? Empty set. So we have greater than 3. And this one is greater than 5.
Mas bakit po?
Wait
Wala.
lang. So it should be greater than, it should be greater than 5 halves. So greater than 5 halves. Okay. So greater than 5 halves. And then the other one is greater than 2. Okay. So what will be your solution set? What will be your solution set? Kasi it's greater than 5 halves pala yun. So that will be 5 halves going to the right, and then 3 going to the right, and then 2 going to the right. So saan sila nag-intersect in that particular? Anong points? Nag-intersect yung tatlo. Okay, 3 going where?
Positive.
Okay, going to positive infinity. Okay? So this one. Saan sila nag-intersect? Okay? So 3 going to positive infinity. Okay? So we need to use parentheses because 3 is not included. Open circle. So that will be 3 to positive infinity. Okay? So that's how we solve logarithmic inequalities. Two conditions lang naman yan. Less than to 1 or greater than 1. Okay? Yung base. But the concept is still the same. So get the boundaries and then perform the indicated inequality. Okay? You simplify it. And then after that, to determine the solution set, use the number line. Kung saan nag-intersect yung 3 answers, that will be your solution set. Okay?